Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today, I thought we'd go into the ruins, hunt for both Nerub and the Wild Hunt, have a little fun doing it with a nice little party that I don't normally play with too often. The reason we're just kind of hunting for some of the wandering / curio bosses is the fact that I've done most of the normal bosses. That's like the base bosses in the game. There are a few bosses around the hamlet, like the Destroyer from the Stars, the Grey Seer, the Fortifitorian Ordoroshi, as you can see here. Those are all bosses I plan on getting to once I've beaten most of the available wandering bosses that I am missing. I'm just going to bring up the spreadsheet that I have here, and those are the Preacher, which is a wandering boss that can appear anywhere. I think he is just in the ruins, the cove, the warrens, the weald. There's the Drowned Captain boss, which I actually didn't think I was going to be able to do. But in the last dungeon I did, I actually got the Ghostly Chained quirk off the Anchorman, which was a totally random drop. It's actually a rare drop off the Anchorman. Like a 5 or 10% drop, so we actually have the chance to do the Drowned Captain, which I will be doing. There is the Head Hoarder boss, which I'm not sure we're going to be getting to because my luck with them has been absolutely horrid, but they are in the warrens, and to get them I just have to bring a vanilla head trinket here to the warrens and hope that a special enemy spawns that can spawn the boss. And after that, it's the Wild Hunt and the Nerub. I would also like to get a champion version of the Banshee and the Basilisk, but if I can't find them, I can't find them. And after that, I'll go and do like the Lord of Flies and all that jazz. So I figured my best chance for today at getting either the Nerub or the Wild Hunt, which are the two I have left in the ruins, or even, well, the Preacher that I haven't fought yet, are to go into the ruins this long dungeon here. So the group is going to be Matthias. He's kind of our co-healer here, but I'm not going to be counting on him as much for healing today. He's mainly going to be using Plague Strike and then Plague Carrier as a riposte blight. A Plague Carrier can heal everyone as long as I do Runic Empowerment first, which buffs its life-stealing power, and also does extra damage versus Blight did, which I can do with Necrotic Plague, or, the riposte from Plague Carrier. Then Plague Carrier does extra regain and blight amount as long as it's empowered. Necrotic Plague gets an extra use if I do Runic Empowerment. For his trinkets, we have the Pestilent Crown, of course, extra blight chance, extra protection while he is bladed. When he is hit, he gets bladed 2 for 2 rounds. Then with Runic Empowerment, his next healing skill, which will either be Plague Carrier or Plague Strike, life stealing, also applies to all other heroes. Then I put the Rune of the Apocalypse on him, so Plague Strike gains +5 accuracy, 20% damage, 5 crit. On melee attack, he buffs himself for 10% stun, blight, and debuff chance, which Necrotic Plague has a debuff for -14 dodge and 14 accuracy. Then on crit, he gives that buff to everyone else. We're then going to have Takesis, our Tempest, with Phaser. We have a trinket that I'll get into in a moment that kind of changes that a little bit. Then we're going to have High Voltage, just as a damage. So that bypasses Riposte, has a 25% damage boost on crit, and on hit will make her take 6 damage if she's above 25% health. We have Amplify to up her crit multiplier, up the amount of healing she receives, and gives her a riposte. And then Energize as a emergency heal, heals 1 HP, and then 2 for 4 rounds. For the trinkets, like I said, we have something modifying Phaser, so that's Shattered Divinity. The Shock Coma stuff, we don't have Shock Coma, she's not in the right spot for it, so ignore those. Phaser would then disable the debuff and shock effects, so it can no longer shuffle, and it can no longer minus speed nor crit. However, it has a stun, so 150% chance to stun enemies, and then because Phaser can stun, and if she crits, she has a base stun chance, I believe it is. It's not just from her riposte. I added Dwayne the Rock. The Dwayne the Rock, plus 30% stun chance, so Phaser has a 180% stun chance. I'm not sure what her stun chance is for her crit chance, but she has a stun chance when she crits, and then her speed is down to 6 from 9 because this is weighing her down. Who would have thought The Rock is weighing her down? I'm gonna have fun with this, Dwayne the Rock. Anyway, and for those of you wondering where I got Dwayne the Rock, it's actually from a mini-boss that's wandering around in the runes from Here Be Monsters, the Bone Knight, Rider, or Dragoon. Those are the different forms of it. The skeletal horse rider guy. The rock that spawns along with him, the first time you beat it, you get Dwayne the Rock. As long as you beat it before you beat the knight, which, you know, it has like 300 to 400 health, 80% damage resistance, and is immune to debuffs and all damage over time. So have fun with that. I highly suggest damage piercing or armor piercing. So we have Paracelsus, the Plague Doctor, with Noxious Blast as a front row blight and minus accuracy. Plague Grenade is a back row blight. Battlefield Medicine is a heal, which will actually be healing for more because she is our healer, curing blight and bleed. And Emboldening Vapors for up damage, up speed, and a heal. It's because of the trinkets that these are going to be better healing. Then once again, we have the Doctor's Attire. So she gets plus 8 max HP, plus 4 healing done. So Battlefield Medicine now heals 7 to 7, plus 10% death blow resistance and minus 20% bleed resistance. Friendly skills, which are Battlefield Medicine and Emboldening Vapors, will also heal 2 stress. Then we have the Witch's Vial on her. So she gets minus 10% stun chance. That's kind of why I'm not using Blinding Gas. It's worse of a stun. And minus 33% blight amount. So Noxious Blast and Plague Grenade will be blighting for about a third of the amount. However, friendly skill, which are once again Battlefield Medicine and Emboldening Vapors, will give a 3-for-2 restoration. So Emboldening Vapors can actually be used as a heal now because it gives restoration. And then we have Robin, the Bowman. So he's going to have Change Arsenal, changing from either blighting or armor piercing, I'm thinking today, depending upon kind of what we need. Piercing arrows just to hit everything, because that, you know, as long as he's in row 4, I can hit all 4 targets, all 4 positions. Vital Snipe to kind of hit what I need. Piercing arrows gets plus 4 armor piercing in this spot, so that's really nice. Otherwise, it's just a high damage move, and then the kill to finish things off. Kind of different trinket setup for him today. We have the Hamaya, so he gets plus 10% crit versus Unholy. There may be Eldritch things in there that he gets plus 10 crit versus. He gets minus 10% crits received, minus 10% stress. If there are beasts in there, which I believe the Nerub stuff may count as, he gets minus 15% damage versus them, and then if there's any humans like the outlaws, things like that, he gets minus 15% damage versus them as well. Then we have the big game trophy, so he just gets plus 10% damage versus them. If there's anything that's size 2 like the pre-mentioned Bone Rider, he gets plus 15% damage versus them, gets plus 100% stress healed from kills, and minus 2 speed. So let's go hunting for Nerub and the Wild Hunt. Maybe we'll have fun, maybe we will just miss things. I don't know. A lot of medicinal herbs, few keys, a lot of torches. Feel like I should be bringing... Oh, I do have slots for anti-venom, so I'll bring those. I'm gonna bring a yellow hand for the scouting, just because things could go off really quick. And well, I do have... I'm gonna bring performance... Oh no, I can bring 4 amphitheater ribbons for a stack. I would bring performance as well, just for the stress relief done, because I think I would be critting a lot here. What's the accuracy and high voltage? I think I'm fine there. I don't need training, so I'm not going to be doing much debuffing. Let's bring performance just to keep on top of stress, because I have a plan here and stress may come and bite me in the butt. So this way I perform amphitheater ribbons, I'll get less stress received. Performance, I'll heal more stress, and that should help me keep on top of it for the long run, because I don't have too much of a stress healer other than Para just healing stress while she's healing, and then I have to rely on crits.
The fiends must be driven back, and what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line.
So I just realized that I forgot keys, and the Nerub mod needs keys because I have the Creeping Mist. So I need to be on the lookout for those, because otherwise I can't open the grate. So we'll have to make sure to find one and then keep it. That's what I was forgetting. And watch me find one now. Alright, so we're gonna do this table on Takesis. It has a chance to give plus damage received until camp. That we didn't get. Okay. Unholy. We're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to high voltage the royalty.
Annihilated.
You disgust me. Yeah, I would hope so. It's made of bone. Okay, blighting the Lancer there. It's only a 5 instead of like a 6. Damage versus blighted, so we are going to Plague Strike.
Destroyed.
We got the militia left. It's now blighted because of the splash. Can we Vital Snipe him and take him out?
Obliterated.
That wasn't much of a fight.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, Torch, take money. On we go. Nice little scout. Okay, down to treasure room.
Even the
shovel.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Ooh, Bushranger. Haven't seen him in a while. Okay, gonna blight the back rows. Probably should have given Talkisus damage because I really want to blow through the Bushranger here. But we'll see what we can do. We are going to do piercing arrows to do... I was gonna say what can Vital Snipe do, but I can't hit the back row here. So yeah, we'll just do piercing arrow. Yeah, we're on this, so... Alright, piercing arrows plus 30% damage, 50 armor piercing. We go through his protection. Then, necrotic plague. We're gonna hit the bloodletter. That's damage reflection. They're all blighted. Lovely. Gonna heal Talkisus, giving her damage up. And we'll see what happens. Can we high voltage again? Or we can stun with a 180 chance. Let's go for the damage. That hurts extra just because of that reflect. Let's Runic Empowerment just to get the heal going. And Pontiex will go first next round. Then we can Piercing Arrow again. One down.
Give them no
Think. Oh, Blight doesn't take out Bushranger yet. Extra damage versus Blighted. Lifesteal that. Let's heal Talkisus, get rid of that bleed.
Compassion is a rarity.
Just because she's gonna be doing damage to herself because of that reflection. And it's a 14 blight, so let's phaser him. Got the stun. And he's going, everyone's going down due to the blight, so I think we're good. Just to not get the damage reflect on me.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Alright, Sapphire.
As
I wanted the Sapphire.
so too will resistance.
Take the Jade, and we'll be on our way.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Alrighty. So, we're gonna start with Necrotic Plague on Shield Wall. That way he's blighted, he's easier to go down. We're going to Emboldening on Robin, just because he's gonna AoE them down. Piercing arrows, cause 2 with protection. And then, yeah, we'll get the royalty in the back.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I don't think she likes your wine, sir. Healing Tachesis. Get that lovely damage up. And piercing again.
Wonderfully executed.
Phaser.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
And we'll pass. Empowerment. I like mine more. It's blue. Y'all can't hit her, can you? Alright. Lifesteal.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Killing Matthias. And, oh, I thought that would take him out. Well, he's got, like, 1 health left after the blight, so, kill.
Eradicated.
Ooh, the tempting goblet.
Triumphant pride precipitates.
I don't think I've ever seen this one. 3 dodge, or 3 speed, 8 dodge, 20% max HP, plus 25% stress, and minus 10% virtue chance. That's really nice. That's really nice. Okay. Cool. Actually, what I could do here is I have some really good camping skills. I don't have any buffs on me that are gonna last for like until camp. Let's do this.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Gonna feast for the stress because Matthias won't eat. Gonna leave all that. Whoa! What's this? It just looks weird. Oh, that's because the Hamlet background. Gotcha. Okay. That kind of threw me for a loop. I'm not used to this like weird dark background right there. Alright, so I wanted survival skills for the camping. I'm going to I Never Sleep for the prevent nighttime ambush. No one has a disease I want to cure. So I'm going to do LED. So minus torch burn rate and party ignore stealth. Electron cloud for the plus dodge and plus dodge percent. That sounds really good. And then icon serrated arrowhead, so plus light chance or plus armor piercing, depending upon what we need.
The way is lit. The path.
Oh, I do have keys.
We require.
I didn't forget keys. Okay, I just need to save one. Greater Mimic. Lovely. Itakesis, here you go. Just please don't get tempted by it. You need to go back by 2? Let's give it a good shock.
The horror.
Okay, Necrotic Plague first. That way it plates itself. Boom. Kill Tachesis. No. Oh, I guess it's just para. It could be worse. Damage versus bladed. And we're gonna do... Vital Snipe has better crit chance.
Well struck.
And it's size 2, so we do more damage because of the big game trophy. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, no bleed at least. I didn't think about him being able to blight para now. Well, if I crit, we win, or high-end hit, we win, so ride that lightning.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless...
She's the one person on this team I can see, other than maybe Takesis, I can see getting very, very greedy. So that makes sense. Alright, let's see what we find. Chirurgeon, one less mini-boss that can muddy the waters. And he's a fun fight. Takesis.
Inspiration and improvement.
I'm surprised that didn't put the musician into stealth. Anyway, get the patient. We are going to play Necrotic Plague the Chirurgeon. None of them have armor, so we're gonna change over to bleeding arrows. And then piercing arrow.
Impressive.
Patient 1 bleed, or I suppose that's 2 bleeds out. So he can stealth them. Alright, well. Dwayne, come on. Let's stun. There we go. I suppose we can move. Healing Takesis. Kind of surprised it doesn't cure the bleed. Or the stun. Gonna continue that vital oh, I was thinking the piercing shot, not vital snipe, but nonetheless, cool. We're gonna plague carrier. Just get attacks going at him.
Beyond one's limits.
High voltage, musician gone. Get rid of bleeding. Always bugs me when they... I know it's not like 100% chance they go at the mark, but always bugs me when they don't.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, you blighted yourself, sir. How does that feel? Gotta do this just so I can heal everyone up. Next turn I do more damage. And extra damage versus blighted. Stunning. Have to actually hit the right move. It feels really good to be able to do that against someone with a higher stun resistance. Just gonna say. Getting rid of the bleed. And... Vital Snipe. Q. I'd laugh if he got bled again. Or not bled, stunned. We can get rid of the bleed.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
If you say so. So I'm pretty sure I could get rid of decomposition with the medicinal leeches, but I really don't want to. Immune to Crimson Curse and does not eat. So I mean, I could heal him with food and such afterward, but nah. I don't really need any of that. Hey, gargoyle. I think we're in a good enough spot where I can just try to blight these two for damage. And kaboom the gargoyle. Take it out. That way it doesn't lash with the tail me. Blight all of them because we took out the gargoyle. I'm going to switch to blighting arrows because none of them have protection, and then piercing arrow them. Okie dokie. I actually really wanted that Lancer done, but good thing it didn't do anything to me, right? Alright, let's get rid of the bleed. He drops to blight. Okay. Now he did something to me. I just had to say something about it. Doesn't... I was going to wait for Pontiex to get the runic empowerment, but then I saw that both of them had action, so it wasn't really worthwhile. Alright.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Take the onyx and we'll be on our way. Leave those, go down. How bad? Yeah, it's too blight. Who's good with traps? I think it's the Bowman. Takesis actually is good too, so we'll do that. That's holy water, and then bandage. I don't got anything for either of those. Ay, ay, ay. I do think the Wild Hunt has to be a hallway battle. I'm not entirely sure on that one. We'll have to see. Ride the lightning. Wait, does every attack she have a stun on it attached, or is that... I did see the stun pop off. I'm gonna have to look into that. Give me a second. Blight, of course, because he took someone out there. Alright, let's see here. Her crit effect is 120% base stun, which is boosted by 20% due to a crit effect chance boost. So it's sometimes just saying crit chance. Okay. Interesting, nonetheless. We're gonna blight these. And we'll go Warden. I wanted to go out the shield wall there, but something told me. Why does the Warden only have 5 more dodge than the shield wall? And why does the shield wall have that much dodge? Doesn't seem like he should have that much. Anywho, we're gonna stun him. We'll just pass. We are gonna heal Takesis, get her damage up.
The blood quickens.
And I suppose we'll heal up. lifesteal. It's the only way I can hit him. I'm not sure this is going to stun him, but double stun. Wow. I was just doing that because it was the only way to actually hit him. And then the kill. Alright, we'll take the Jade, leave the rest, go on up.
Or is it merely
Just leaving those because I don't have something to interact with them. Alright, well that's about half the place. I was really hoping for Nerub, but he is a rarer Curio. That's holy water, don't have that on me. Banshee is Banshee. We're gonna blight the back rows, especially that Grotesque.
ringing ears, blurred vision? The end approaches.
Let's see here. It's Necrotic Plague the Warden. Not sure how you missed that one there, buddy, but sure. Then taking out the Grotesque. No, let's go for the Warden. There we go. Gross. And that is plus horror amount for one battle. Okay, we gotta get rid of her. I believe royalty goes on his next action. That's an unhinged scream, alright. Not sure why Pontiex is so afraid of it, because, you know, he is a skeleton. We're gonna stun the Grotesque. Why am I missing so much with, like, nearly 90% chances to hit? That was an 89%. Heal Talkiesus. Owie. Okay, heal yourself. One down.
Unforeseen, unforgiving.
He goes down on next, everything at Grotesque.
Slowly, gently. Ooh. This is how a life is taken.
Okay then. That's a new one for me.
The match is struck. A blazing
We'll do that.
Born.
There are my herbs. I'm like, where are they? Only 750 gold. Oh, Enslaved Giant. That riposte is gonna hurt, man. Yeah, stun him.
The ground quakes.
Can't riposte if you're stunned. Quick, everyone dogpile him. He's got no protection, so Vital Snipe. How do you miss him if he's stunned? Gonna Necrotic Plague. The frustration is real sometimes. Okay, Talkiesus. I'm going all in on that damage of yours. He has 137 health, so like, I think what I'm going to do is focus the Bloodletter this turn.
Powerful blow.
That way I don't get the riposte. Why? Why? And then I can Runic Empowerment on you, so I get the block. And then next action, you can heal everyone. One round left for that. Stunning the Bloodletter. Oh, unholy hell. He had a 10% chance to resist that. I just want to point that out. 10%! This is a very unlucky run. Statistically, this is a very unlucky run. Yeah, I need to switch to bleeding arrows. They have a... The Bloodletter has the same resistance to bleed and blight. The giant has a more of a blight than a bleed resistance, so I'll do more with bleeding. Then Vital Tonight. He goes down to damage over time. I did not know he would hurt his own ally.
A victory.
Thank you for that.
Perhaps the turning point.
Now you have no riposte. I can focus you. Heal Takis again, get the damage over, or heal over time. That way she doesn't, do as much. Pontiex, please. Oh, unholy hell.
There can be no hope in this house.
Take you back where, buddy?
No hope at all.
Where you had skin? At least we're hitting now. At least we're hitting now. All I can really say at this point. Okay, the damage over time takes the giant.
Bigger the beast.
Unholy hell. I got extra keys. We can use one here. Take the extra key that I just got there, leave the rest, go to the left. Nope, not worth it. Don't got a holy water. Don't got bandages. Not what I'm looking for. Gonna need the healing Takesis. Last one of these guys. I'm gonna switch to blighting arrows just because undead. And then shoot through them. Doomtooth alive. Going to plague. We're gonna necrotic plague the Doomtooth. It's probably gonna attack me. Yes, hurt the Doomtooth.
Fear consumes the mind.
Minus 10 dodge. That's plus stress until camp. I can probably get rid of that. Do it again.
Precision and power.
16 blight Doomtooth goes down, so phaser the Warden. Then we can heal. Just because he had a plus until camp there. So he was taking more stress damage that he really did not need to be taking at this point in time.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I was really hoping for this scout to show down here. Hey, it's a collector. One more thing
Faces of the
to
damned,
muddy the pools.
piled high and cloaked in
7 and 10. Okay. So we're going to up her damage. Phaser for the stun. I'll have to pass the turn. Vital Snipe. Oh, come on, buddy. Gonna Necrotic Plague. That way he has a chance at blighting himself. And I do more damage to blighted. Gonna go for the stun again because it's the only thing I can do to like attack. Otherwise I have to use Amplify, which I'm fine using. But if I can stun him again. Just so she does extra damage. Piercing arrows. Get started on all of them. Gonna Plague Carrier. That way they go at him. High voltage. Plague Grenade. Blighted for 10. To start. Oh, unholy hell.
palpable fear.
There's half of his health down. Those are some crits, alright. $19 blight. Okay. Runic Empowerment. And Vital Snipe doesn't hit. The kill does up to 18 plus Chains at crit. Healing. Trying to take him down.
A decisive pummeling.
Bleeding or blighting for 23 out of 42. And then high voltage.
As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
Thank you for the money.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Realistically, there's not much here I want to give up, so we'll give up the Jades. Oh! Just what I wanted to see. Hi, miss. How are you today? Lovely to see you here. What's the buff? Accuracy versus mark and speed. Accuracy versus mark and speed. Hey, Matthias, guess what you're not doing? Get some damage up going. I have a feeling I should be getting rid of the ads here, so let's get rid of the Archdemon. Archdeacon, not Archdemon. Then we're going to Vital Snipe and get rid of the Witch. And we're going to follow that up with Plague Strike. Thank you for that, Matthias. You know what? She needs the heal, kind of like Pontiex, but this also ups her damage. Then we're going to go high voltage on the Nun. Can't even see the damage I did on her, but holy hell, that crit and stunned. Do not push him back. Vital Snipe versus the kill. The kill does more and has a higher hit chance. We're going to go with the higher hit chance, less crit. She never loved me. Pontiex, dude, don't talk like that. Alright, since the witch goes down, we're gonna hit the Nun. Hope she is. That's actually not the greatest hit chance. We have about an 83, but if we hit, we steal health. And I believe they just blight down on their turns. Energize for the heal. Just topping up. Battlefield heal. You can deny death as many times as you want. Look at me, buddy.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Meanwhile, I see that and Robin's just back there whistling like he didn't hear a thing.
Brought low and driven into the mud. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, well, at least it's not too many bosses in the hallway. I feel like I should blight them just because the stealth bombers can be nasty. Then we're gonna high voltage the stealth bombers. They go away, they don't go kaboom because I don't have a way to knock them back. We're then going to Necrotic Plague the Raider. And yeah, we'll just do Vital Snipe on the big guy. That way I can heal with Pontiex a little bit easier.
How quickly the tide turns.
Owie. Hey Pontiex, I heard you needed health. Death will be denied. Death will be denied this day. The kill, he's down. Raider goes down to blight. So the bad thing here is I can't heal Pontiex with food, so like camping won't even help him. That being said, I could camp and get some more buff. Because the buffs I had are gone. So we will feast for the health and the stress, but as I said, it's not going to help Pontiex.
Becoming horrors.
I can do Death's Ally minus stress and remove mortality debuffs on him. I think I'm going to do that because I can't do much about his stress in general. You're not useless. How about I never sleep? Good. Let's do Electron Cloud again, just for the dodges. Pontiex. I can't get his stress down anymore. So we're gonna do, I suppose, rated arrowheads and LED again so we can ignore stealth and all that jazz. He did not get the plus dodge. Not that he has much dodge to begin with, but...
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We have a key. Take the money. And we'll be on our way. No extra fights. I'm gonna go left, then around and up. and hopefully I scout this hallway. Alright, healing him. Fine. Lighting a maggot. Yeah. Blighted for 5, 10 health left. We can do high voltage on the spitter. It's gone. I had 2 chances to heal you and you failed both of them. You continue to disappoint me, Matthias. That way we don't hurt ourselves. Pass. I was really hoping that Para or Matthias would go before Robin, but that is what it is. Digging through this. One more shovel left. Going up. No scout. Of course, Matthias hit it.
Hazards.
The guy I can't heal.
Intent.
Oh, this is bad. This is actually really bad because I can't heal him with food and he's close to a heart attack. Map? Okay. We got this. We got this. I'm actually really tempted to change party orders here, but then Para can't do much. So I gotta depend on a few things here. High voltage, take out Witch. For the love of all that's holy. Then piercing arrows. If I blight the Witch, she probably goes down, yeah? Okay. Well, she's still alive. Still kicking. I'm gonna Runic Empowerment. That way I can heal for more next turn and we get the Aegis. Good dodge. Good dodge. Still got our Aegis. Love it. Oh no.
And now.
Oh no. And he's still gonna go first no matter what next turn. I swear if... Oh, he had the regain. He had the regain. Like, if that's what ends up killing him somehow, I'm gonna scream. I've never seen that kind of a setup before. Let's go the Cultist champion with lower health. That way, it probably blights out, and he can heal with that. Para, please, please heal. Thank you. We are going to high voltage the gargoyle. Piercing arrow will... Yeah, I'm gonna pierce... I'm not gonna piercing arrow. I still have the urge to scream at you. Alright, we're gonna do the kill on the champion that's left. Blighting it. 6 blight. He is marked. I can't do too much about that.
Diminished. The flesh is knit.
I knew the witch would drop. And away he goes. So he's in a lot better of a spot now, at least. We can trade the money out for the jute tapestry. There's a secret room back there, so I'm gonna go grab that. This could be a damage. Or not. So last key I can use until I've completed the dungeon or like
Gold trinket.
no, there's no more curios because possibility at Nerub. Is there any obstacles in my way? I don't know, because I don't know about that hallway. Realistically, I can get rid of one of the torches.
Promise of safety.
And I got another stack right there. I don't need the jade seashell, although it does sell for like 2,000. Is there anything here that... Nah. Okay, we're good. Although I do have like 4 food checks left here. Let's do this. Because Pontiex doesn't eat, remember, so I have 4 sets of 3 food. Tachesis again. I was really hoping for the plus damage. Oh, once again, really. And then the damage reflect is the other part of this, so... Phaser can hit roll 4. I think that's going to be my best bet. Let's blight them. Resisted. I want to phaser the Bushranger so he doesn't put up the damage reflect. Then I'm gonna... I know this is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna blight all of them. And then I'm gonna necrotic plague this guy in hopes that he puts blight on the rest of them. Oh, good dodges. I was not expecting Pontiex to dodge. He does not have the best. Alright, then from here we're going to put the Emboldening Vapors on Tachesis, extra damage on her. She's then going to... There we go, take out the Bushranger, no damage reflection. After this, I want... Oof, this is going to hurt, but we're going to Vital Snipe on the Giant. Oh boy. We're going to Empowerment for the Aegis and the block, getting a Necrotic Plague back up. I might actually go into Plague Carrier. Yeah, let's Plague Carrier. Then I get the Restoration on everyone. The heal on Tachesis. Because we're going to have to do this. I mean, that ignores riposte at least. This is once again going to hurt. Next heal goes on Robin. Oh, I forgot he had an AoE. There we go. Please stress heal. Please stress heal. Oh. Not enough. Alright. First, medicinal herbs, and then before I forget, antivenom. Take that. We can leave the horse skull. In we go. I don't remember you, sir. I don't remember you, and you come with a bone bearer. Oh, hell. Okay, plus 25% damage. That is from the bone bearer. From Here Be Monsters, or are you from, Home from Lost Monsters there? Either way, I don't trust the bone Pontifex. But, on the other hand, I can't do anything until the bone bearer is down, because he's just gonna resurrect them. AoE them. Get that blight going. So I think the best thing to do here, even though it's like a 2 in 3 chance to hit, is to do the Bone Pontifex. That has 2 actions. I don't know what these actions are going to be. One of them is probably going to be very high stress, and then Pontiex is screwed. But I don't have much of a choice here. It's either him or the Sergeant. So I need to blight one of the two. Or like do the flag on one of them. And it misses. Command. Oh, that's gonna be a buff. 33% damage, accuracy, protection. And then Surge is gonna be more damage. Oh, hell. Canonize. Oh. Oh, that wasn't horrible.
Such
that was.
Terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Okay. They are just buffing the hell out of that thing. High voltage, bear goes down. Pontifex left. I'm not sure he can res, but I really don't want to take that chance. We also need to get rid of that blight. Okay, that's going to be a debuff. Minus healing received, plus stress, and minus stress relief received. Nasty. Okay, we're going to Vital Snipe his Sergeant because of all that extra damage he has on him, leaving the Pontifex left. I resisted that, not sure what it would have done, but that does not seem great. Gonna Runic Empowerment, just get the Aegis. That way I can lifesteal a little bit for whatever happens next. Then we can Plague Strike him, healing up, healing everyone else a tad. We are going to Battlefield Medicine. Let's go Robin just because he's hurting a little bit. High voltage. He has a lot of attacks. Hilt can take him out. There we go. He's neat. And I was very afraid of what they were going to do to that Bone Sergeant. Those are only for 2 more rounds, so I don't really care about that. That's the end of the adventure, technically. We can key this. Didn't need any of that. So, technically, once again, because I did a mimic, that's why this is complete. Owie. Owie, owie. Gonna eat a bunch of food right here. But I'm gonna do this battle room, see if there's anything that leads into here. I want to stun the Grotesque just because of the stress it can do. Blight the back rows. I know that he doesn't do as much blight, but whatever. We're going to Necrotic Plague the Bone Lancer. And then we're going to Piercing Arrow with the Blights on everyone. Very nice. Okay. I'm alright with what just happened. Now I need to heal Takesis. We're going to do that with Emboldening Vapor so I get damage up on her. I'm going to do high voltage so we take out the Grotesque because it only has 7 on it. Oh, that's bad. Well, we can blight everyone. Good thing it missed. It's going to go on its next turn. Shield Wall goes on next. Good thing we didn't heart attack again, and then everyone else goes. Healing back up. Healing up. And healing up. The kill to finish the job. Using the torch.
As the light gains purchase.
Using the medicinal herbs. Using anti-venom.
Clear.
Gonna be safe. Use this on the her on the strong box.
Finding the stuff.
And leave that. Default party order.
Must be carried home.
Now this is very stupid, all things considered. They can eat. And that was the last room. No Nerob, no Wild Hunt, but a lot of wandering bosses there. So, I mean, you can kind of see where this might take a while, but I had a lot of fun with this party. I was not expecting Pontiex, especially with all the plus stress stuff I had. Like minus stress and plus stress relief done on him. And that was like on every hero. And I was expecting to do a lot of crits, so I was expecting him to get a lot of stress relief out of that. I was not expecting him to get that much stress. I was not expecting that to like be that much of a butt clencher.
What is ours?
But there were a lot of wandering mini bosses there. And I'm not sure if the Pontifex counted as one technically, or if he's just a rare enemy, but I've never seen him. Like, in all my game time, I had Home for Lost Monsters on my last estate too, and I never saw him too. But we did get another 48,000, almost 49,000 gold. The Ancestors Mustache Cream, which is minus bleed and blight amount received, which is really nice. Tachesis hit level 6. A Blutomania, so obsessed with cleanliness on Para, and also Spasms of the Entrails, which does not sound like fun. And then Wasting Sickness on Robin, so a few people here need a lot of help.
Let me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
So Matthias goes in the Cloister. I need to get rid of a Blutomania while I'm at it. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. And then Robin can get rid of Wasting Sickness. I'm probably going to throw some other people in there to get rid of some bad quirks or lock some good ones in. But I think that's going to kind of be the goal, is kind of rotating between these four, looking for the bosses, all that jazz. Because, well, that's what I kind of would like to get done, is Nerob and the Wild Hunt in the Ruins, the Head Hoarder in the Warrens, another Basilisk and Banshee on Champion on the Wield, and then there's the Drowned Captain in the Cove, which is a wandering, or like a hidden mini-boss from Home for Lost Monsters, if I can remember correctly. So I kind of got to check in with a few heroes, see where they're at for that, and see where things are. Like, I wanted to bring Ching in for that, but she has the Black Plague. So she probably needs to get that cured before we do the Drowned Crew, things like that. And kind of just go from there. So I'm not sure where we'll be going next, but I'll make sure it's a fun group. And try not to do the same dungeon too many times in a row, and we can go from there. So that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please, have a good one.